Hello, 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 my beautiful souls. How are we? Blessed day. Blessed be. So, these cards jumped out. Embarking on an adventure, I savor the wonders of the world. And I got that with failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. So immediately, excuse me, I got, let me backtrack. This Cancer new moon that we just had with the solar eclipse, followed by the Capricorn full moon with the partial lunar eclipse. This is the time where a lot of things are being brought up for transmutation, for healing, for guidance, for wisdom, for insights, for knowledge, right? And I feel like as these things are being brought up, at least the energies that I'm receiving, because the energy that I have right now is one mixed with like fear and anger, frustration. At least when I pulled this one for the third reading, it's just feeling like, oh, but if I try, I might fail kind of energy. And you need to know that if you try and you fail, so what? Try it again, right? A part of life is this. It's embarking on this adventure on this thing called life. And no, we're not going to have all the answers immediately. And no, you're not going to know every step you should take. And yeah, you may fall down, bust your knee, falter, move 2 steps forward, take 10 steps back, and, become an expert at a cha-cha or whatever. But it doesn't make you a failure. Failing does not make you a failure. Okay? Failing does not make you a failure. Failing means that life is teaching you something. Everything we go through is a sin. And it's a beautiful thing once you become aware and you start receiving that. Yo, look at what I learned. Right? You learn how to cook, you learn how to use a knife, you might cut your finger. All right, so you know better the next time, right? When we know better, we do better. I say this all the time. When you know better, you do better. That's everything in life. That's everything in life. When you start to shift your perspective on things and you realize, yo, my life is an adventure and I'm learning and there's so much out in this world for me to embrace and to partake of and to see. And yes, along the way, I might trip up and fall and hurt myself and fuck up. But if you fall 7 times, you get back up 8, right? If your child is learning how to walk and they fall down, smack them in the back of the head and tell them that they're a failure and they should just keep crawling for the rest of their life. You encourage them and keep pushing them to try again. You call them to, you know that they can do it. God is calling you to him because he knows you could do it. This isn't a failure. This is a life lesson. It's a blessing. That's a beautiful thing. You get to learn something. You get to receive the blessing from it. Some things in life hurt. Yeah, all right. They do. Whether it hurts physically or emotionally. Yeah. Some things in life hurt. Okay, and does that mean you should just give up on life? No. Just like it doesn't rain every day, bad days don't last forever. Failing does not make you a failure. You're learning. So you need to shift your perspective from one of failure and failing and beating yourself up and being in your own head and being your worst critic and thinking that you can't accomplish the next thing or the big thing that you want because you messed up along the way. Every successful person you've ever heard of has had many more failings than you've ever heard of. Some of them do communicate these with us, to show people along the way, to teach. Gary Vee, big personality on Instagram. I think he's the one that did, I think he's the creator of Snapchat, if I'm not mistaken. And he's always talking about how he fucked up and how he's just getting started. And he's learning Uber and he turned it down and now he's kicking himself. It was either Uber or Lyft and now he's kicking himself. You know what I mean? Fat Joe didn't sign Eminem. Kicking himself. All right. It's happened. Moving on. Shift your perspective from failing and failure at life to the one, yo, I'm learning. And this is going to be fun. And I can make an adventure out of it. The world is my oyster. Let me go out there and get it. And yeah, there might be some bumps in the road. I might get a delayed flight, or, I missed my train. I don't even look at delays as problems anymore, because I never know what God's saving me from or who God is lining up for me. You ever hear those stories of people that are just like, oh, I missed my flight and I was sitting in sitting in a waiting area waiting for a standby flight, and somebody, this woman dropped her book and I went to pick it up and our eyes met and it was love at first sight, and like all of a sudden this person missed a flight and she happens to drop a book. You know what I mean? Like, stop being so hard on yourself. Shift your perspective. Have fun. You need to smile some more. You need to get some joy in your life. Mistakes are an opportunity to learn, to know better, to do better. That's it. You're right. You're right. And you got this. And yeah, it was hard. I get it. Life can be very hard. It can be very challenging. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Trust me, I get it. Ain't shit been handed to me. I get it. I still love life. I'm so grateful that I woke up this morning. I know that every single thing that has ever happened has brought me to where I'm at today. And I know that if I change one thing, I could miss out on a blessing, like one of my children. No regrets. Failing does not make you a failure. If you're not learning, you're dying. So get off your ass. Go enjoy life. Start shifting your perspective. Stop taking everything to heart. Stop acting like God is punishing you, because really you're punishing yourself. That's all that is. And live a little. All right? I love you so much. God loves you and angels surround you. Bye.